All right, dog. Looking at this upcoming weekend in Mississippi college football, we got some good matchups. We got Alcorn about to face off against Prairie, and we know Alcorn has been going through some things. Yeah, now earlier in the season when we said that, we were talking about going through some things off the field.
Right.
We talking about on the field now. Okay, they going through some things on the field, and Prairie View don't care nothing about that. I think Mississippi Valley gonna face off against Alabama State. We know Alabama State. Me and T were talking about this off camera. Their program going through some things. Getting rid of their head coach, the one that wanted his shoe back. That guy. Okay, he's gone now, and Valley gets a chance to face off against them. Ole Miss takes on Texas A&M. State faces off against Auburn, and a team that plays in Hattiesburg, Hattiesburg High. Oh, they looking
Don't
like right
disrespect
now.
that high
Don't
school like that.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't
All right,
no.
you're right. You're right. You're right. I'm gonna do
No.
right, T. I'm gonna do right. Southern Miss faces off against UTSA. All right, so I'm interested to see what my brothers think about this upcoming weekend. What are their predictions? Who they think gonna win? I'm gonna start with my brother Ray Caesar Leo. Caesar, what you got for the people?
I'm gonna be quick about mine. I got a chance to go down to Hattiesburg this past weekend to check out our Golden Eagles. No matter how much we want to run away from them,
There you go,
they're,
T.
they're ours, right? But let me just tell you, man, it's bleak down there right now. From and let me say this: it's bleak, but it's also kind of sad too, because when you show up and when you see the fan base is kind of checked out, it does suck for those young men that are out there competing, right? Like when they have to come out there every Saturday and they know that they're gonna have the equivalent of a really good high school crowd. That sucks, man. Now on the field is bad. It is. It's bad, but so I don't want to take away from that either. That was two bad teams that I watched. But I will say this: the Southern Miss Golden Eagles, they do compete. I'll say that again. They play hard. Like if you watch them live, they play really hard. But sometimes playing hard just isn't enough. They don't really have a lot of talent. They don't. Their guys were clearly smaller than North Texas, and North Texas is not this juggernaut of a team. I think they entered the game with 2 wins. So, with all that being said, everything I just told you, now they have to go and play a legitimate team, a top 15 ranked team in UTSA, Texas San Antonio. I've gotten on this show, and anybody who will listen, I've said and griped about how Conference USA plays meaningless games and has meaningless teams. Well, UTSA doesn't believe that, right? They figured out a way to have a formula to recruit guys and put together a real program where they are competing. You know, some people may say, well, what does top 15 mean when you're not in the college football playoff? Well, it's the best of the rest. At least they can state that claim. So, a long story short, Southern Miss is about to get curb stomped this weekend, but really that has nothing to do with what the future looks like. The present and the future looks bleak right now because of what we are able to put out there. But it's not for a lack of effort. I want to say that on the show right now, it's not for a lack of effort. Those young men play hard, and for the majority, I would say 75% of them played with passion the entire game. But when you only score 14 points and your 14 come on first offensive drive and then a pick six against the other worst team in the league, that's what you get. So that's my take looking ahead for Southern Miss, not just for this week, but for the rest of the season. It's bad, man. It really is.
Well, Southern Miss fans, that was Ray Caesar Leo providing the bleak news. That is Southern Miss football. T, what your thoughts on these upcoming games, dog?
Um, Ole Miss, Texas A&M. This might be the nail in the coffin for Ole Miss. They already got one foot in the grave.
Yeah, you've
I
been
think
low on them,
somebody,
T. You've
I
been
think
low on
somebody
them for
need
a
to
couple weeks now.
go ahead on, slam that door on,
Mm-hmm.
and then when State come and the Egg Bowl and do what I said they gonna do,
You said it.
go and go on and knock them on off, and they hold that old egg up in center field. Yeah, it's gonna be like that. Ole Miss Texas A&M, that game's gonna be interesting because we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out Saturday what Ole Miss is made of. They just lost to Auburn, and they've been sliding. They've been reeling. They haven't been just all world impressive. They've had injuries. Corral's been banged up. I think they still missing Drummond, and they're missing some guys. I mean, they're just not healthy. And this is one of them games that, hey, they got it at home. A&M can be had, but we're gonna find out what kind of guts they got. We're gonna find out what kind of coach Lane Kiffin really is. And I've been suspect on Lane, so I gave them too many flowers against Alabama. I'll just go back and say that way too many flowers.
And brought me in there with you.
Brought you in there with me, but now I just told you. Like I've told you before, I'll be on that island by myself. Lane gonna have to. This is Lane's. This is the game that either Ole Miss brass looks at him and goes, "You ain't got but 2 more years," or they look at him and go, "He's our long-term guy." This game right here, they already knew the Bama game was gonna be what it was. They probably didn't. A lot of people really believe. But this one right here, they have a chance to win this game, but they've got to be gutsy. And that's the thing I haven't seen from Ole Miss just yet, is them guts. So
it's an 11-12 game.
Yeah, and I'm trying to understand that. Why is that? Why are they still up there like that? Well, you said Ole Miss was 10 at taping, so they ain't dropping but 2 spots.
Yeah, they dropped. Based on what I'm looking at right now, they got Texas A&M at 11 and Ole Miss at 12. Yeah,
they need to stop. They need to stop it. Now the Alcorn Prairie View game. Gosh, wouldn't it be nice if Alcorn just muddied the waters up a little bit more? Even though Prairie View's kind of in the driver's seat, because I think they got Alcorn, then they get Texas A&M, unfortunately, the next week, and then they got Valley at the end of the season.
You mean Alabama A&M, huh? You said Texas A&M.
No, they got Texas A&M.
Oh,
yeah, they got Texas A&M. Yeah, right in smack dab in the middle of the SWAC season. Yeah, it's crazy.
Check game.
Check out, man. You took the word right out of my mouth. Yeah, so late in the season too.
Yeah, that's a pound of flesh game right there. Yep, sure do, man.
Goodness gracious.
I don't understand that one either. I mean, you played Baylor earlier this year, Prairie View, and got blasted. So I figured that'd been 1 check. Maybe they want 2, I guess. I don't know.
That check cleared last year.
I know. I mean, so yeah. It's this one's gonna be that Alcorn game. It's at their house, so it's always good to have it down in the yard. I know a lot of people that are gonna be watching that game to just see what Alcorn can expose of Prairie View, because Prairie View's been hot. They won 6 in a row. I'm sorry, 6 in a row. So they've been hot. But if Prairie View continues, the inroads keep matching up to Jackson State. What, December, whatever, the 4th, 6th, whatever. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with that, though. I mean, Southern Miss, see y'all next year.
That T trying to be nice to y'all, Southern Miss.
See y'all next year.
I'm gonna follow his lead from now on with that. Okay, so I'm not gonna say anything bad. Like my grandmama said, if you have nothing good to say, don't say anything at all. So I'm not gonna even speak on Southern Miss when it's my turn. Go ahead, Joseph.
Well, I was always a good kid, so I think it's only right for me to be a rebel now. So I'm not gonna listen to my grandmother. Southern Miss is horrible.
Joseph.
Here's what upsets me, right? If there's any team that Southern Miss could count on to get a win, it's the New Orleans Bowl, North Texas. We used to face them a lot, and we knew that was a win, and we couldn't get it. So this upcoming Saturday, forget about it. You know, don't even go to the game. Don't go.
Joe, Ray
Don't
just
go.
said them boy needs more support.
Huh? You know what? Sometimes the opposite is better. Maybe if you don't have any fans, and I understand Ray said they play hard, but I ain't just talking about the players. Go for the coaches too. They
True
garbage.
that. True
They
that.
suck.
True that.
It's just not the players. Man, Mississippi State. I hope they win this week. I really thought they was. I thought they was going to get on a roll after beating Kentucky. I was like, they probably could get on a roll here and make it interesting. For me, Mr. Rogers, if they had a better record, he would probably be a front runner for the Heisman.
Okay, and put y'all both y'all on the spot. Caesar and JoJo.
Okay.
T made a big statement last week. T said point blank period that Rodgers is better than Corral. Where y'all stand on that?
I agree.
I like Rodgers' consistency. I do. I like his poise.
Yeah,
So
look at T up there. Look at T up there.
and to the quarterback position, those things are more important to me than a guy who can throw it a mile and can scramble. Because when I see Matt Corral, I see all the things that you're supposed to be wowed by, but then I see all the stuff that scares me too. Like when the game is on the line, is he going to throw it into the hands of somebody with a different color jersey? And I don't really worry about that with Rodgers. I know he's capable of it too, but I just think he's more consistent. I really do. Matt Corral has unbelievable talent. He does, man. But sometimes guys like him, they just depend on that instead of the actual parts of being a quarterback that truly matter. And that's just going out and being smart. And so I would go with Rodgers too. For now, I would go with Rodgers too.
That scared up there, boy. I told you. Go ahead, JoJo.
All right. Speaking of Ole Miss, I feel like they could actually win all the way up until the state game. I said earlier, I felt like state was going to get them that last game of the season anyway. But it would be nice. I'm not a big Ole Miss fan, but it would be nice to see a Mississippi school, ranked in the top 4. Get a college playoff, something like that, if it's possible. That would be nice to see. Alcorn. Man, you can't lose to Bethune-Cookman. You can't do that.
It's tough.
You cannot do that. But this is what I'll say. I actually think Prairie may let their guard down. And I'm predicting that Alcorn going to sneak them. I think Alcorn going to get them. I actually believe it.
Hot take, Joe.
I think Alcorn is going to get them.
He ain't gave us a hot take in a minute.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. And man, Valley. Yeah, they down in the Delta. That's about all I can say about them.
Joe, now these folks told you stop disrespecting Valley.
Valley right now is disrespecting themselves.
See there.
This man coming in hot.
You know.
He's just hot today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's been off.
Okay.
He's been off a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did
So
tell me he gonna come in hot. That's true.
What's the first thing you tell females? You tell them, hey, look, if you want to be respected,
I love you, my wife. That's what
you
I
gotta.
my bride, my queen, you are gorgeous.
Hey, yeah.
Not in that
Good
manner.
morning, ma'am.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, listen to me. If you want to be respected, you have to respect yourself.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Joe, you put the fifth game down with Valley?
No, I'm just saying. Yeah. Look, I just saw Ice-T
What was this
equate the pimp game with record labels.
Okay.
And the way he broke it down, there's a whole lot of similarities.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Well, why can't I?
Okay. Valley beat Bethune-Cookman.
All right.
Congratulations.
Alcorn lost to you. Just picked
I
Alcorn
know.
in the upset, but Valley
know.
beat Bethune-Cookman.
And if Alcorn face Valley, I'll pick Alcorn
Well, I mean,
100 times out of 100.
they already beat Valley this year, 24-12. That's what I mean.
I know you're trying to help them, but I'm just saying. Okay,
I'm
okay.
trying-
No. I tell you what. I give you.
Get
I
Jerry
give you
Rice alma mater, Joe.
You right. I'm gonna give you the T-Jams. Valley. Just wait till next year.
See there. See there. But being that Southern Miss is in this funk that it's in, that's the nicest way I can put it. Okay,
Man,
I've been really locked in on the swac end, just because
That's solid. That's solid.
Just because Southern Miss been so in a funk.
Yeah.
Okay. So got a chance to put my eyes on Prairie View when they faced off against Southern. You know what I'm saying? In preparation for what we getting ready to see with Jack State versus Southern. So kill 2 birds, 1 stone. Prairie View, boy. Prairie View kind of dynamic with that run game that sets up their pass. Like they kind of dynamic with it. Okay. They forced some turnovers with Southern. Okay. They were hitting, they were sound tackling. Them boys look pretty decent. I can't see it. Now, Alcorn, that's gonna be 3 straight losses if they lose to Prairie View? Right? Or am I tripping? I think that'll be 3 straight losses if they lose.
It'll be 3 straight.
Yeah. That ain't gonna look good. Okay. Heads might roll. Okay. I would have been hesitant to say something like that if it wasn't for what we just saw with Alabama State. Because Cubs over there, what's the brother name that just got released over there, T?
Donald Hill Ely.
Okay. That brother was riding high in the spring with a victory over Jackson State.
Right.
So much so that he told he folks to bathe in some Epsom salt and bring me my shoe back. And before 2021 is over, that brother's unemployed because he keep losing to Alabama A&M. That's how cutthroat these folks are right now. I'm not saying they should get rid of Coach McNeil.
Of course.
Matter of fact, I will say they definitely shouldn't get rid of. They should not get rid of Coach McNeil. But we've seen the controversy with the athletic director and all this other crap that's going on, man. Something gonna shake because the alumni not gonna be happy about Jackson State being ranked in FCS and Alcorn out here losing to Bethune-Cookman. Quite possibly could get drugged by Prairie View and hopefully, in my opinion, get stomped by Jackson State. That would be 4 straight losses to end the season. All I know, Facebook gonna go ham.
Meta.
Excuse me, you're right. I apologize. But America, y'all chime in and tell us what y'all think about this week's upcoming games in Mississippi college football. Put it on something. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.